Hey there, welcome back for another adventure with Cooking with Violet Vixen. Today we're going for a nice light meal, brunch, lunch, quick dinner if you want to do chips with it. And it is called barbecue beef baguettes. Here's what we need. As well as this, you need something substantial to cook your steak in, so a nice heavy frying pan or the barbecue, and a ceramic dish to marinate your steak in. Not plastic, not metal, ceramic or glass. It's the same thing practically. All right, so gather up, we'll be back. Okay, so as you know, the new direction of the show is that I'm going to be showing you how to make a meal for 4 and be able to have it for lunch or freeze it. Now, this one's going to be a bit hard to freeze, so my suggestion is to get it to almost ready to cook, and it makes great lunches, or invite some people over for a weekend barbecue or something. So I'm just going to go through a couple of the ingredients because there was a few things that I couldn't get exactly what I needed. 1 packet of Coles 2-packet baguettes. That really sounds. This is 1 baguette. I'm going to cut it in half and then cut it again, and I can hammer nails in with it, and no, I'm not going to try to. So I'm going to have to toast that lightly, otherwise I'm going to end up with broken teeth. And that is the last thing that I need right now. So, 1 Ninja baguette, 1 small cos lettuce. That's a small cos lettuce. That's a pretty big small cos lettuce, but that's a really good one. 100 grams of roasted red capsicum cut into thin strips. That was an optional thing that you could buy from the deli. However, using up things in the fridge, I actually have these left over. And with red capsicum, especially done this way, I'm a take it or leave it sort of person. I love it fresh and I love it in stir fries. But like this, I'm basically just going to use up the jar. So that's a good thing for me. Dijonnaise, they did not have it on the shelf. This was a very late shop Saturday just gone. Okay, I'll remember that Saturday almost. Anyway, so could not get Dijonnaise. Dijonnaise, just so you know, is mustard with mayonnaise. Sweet chili mayonnaise. So similar. And it's going to give it that nice sweet chili taste. So I'm actually all for this one for a different sauce. So alternatively, if you can't get Dijonnaise, go with what you like. And I thought this was a really cool thing to serve with it. Mango iced tea. Yes, I've already had a glass of it. That's good, that one. All right, so now that you know what we're cooking with, grab a ceramic dish and let's get ready to rumble. I quite often cook in this one, but I find these really good for marinating because they're not too deep and they're not too big. So everything will go in there good. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. If you've got the extra virgin olive oil, good for you. I've just got regular olive oil at this stage. It's fine. And 2 teaspoons of your crushed ginger. I don't use a lot of ginger, so for me, this recipe is a really welcoming one because I'm at the stage now where I like to be using up ingredients rather than collecting so many different ingredients. So this is where I'm at with choosing what I'm going to be cooking. I'll look back and go, it's better to do it that way. Now, I had to double bag this steak because I do remember it bled everywhere. Oh, holy cow, I asked for half a kilo. That is half a kilo of steak. Oh, rump steak. Okay, I need that into 4, not into 1. Okay. Yes, that's the first time I've seen it since I purchased it and put it in the freezer. Just a hint, if you are purchasing meat and not cooking it that day, freeze it. Get it out of the fridge the day you're going to use it and let it defrost naturally in the fridge. Don't leave it out. That's how you can get very sick. Okay, so that would make a nice steak sandwich, just saying, for one person. So because it's going into a thin baguette anyway, sort of cut it into I guess chunks like so. Now the good thing for me is I'm going to have this for tonight. Tomorrow night dinner. That's right, I am going back to work tomorrow night. Saturday I'm not working, and Sunday, so I'm going to actually have this for 4 days. So what I am going to do is only cook tonight but marinate the rest. So one piece is going to have the small marinade, and then the other pieces are going to get the big marinade. But what I'm going to do tomorrow night is cook the rest of it, but undercook 2 pieces, because keeping in mind when I go to warm them up, they are going to need to be cooked through anyway. So there's no point in cooking something through if you're not going to eat it straight away, because you're just going to end up ruining it. So after saying that, grab that 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So it's up to you whether you want to just have the baguette or whether you want to go with the chips on the side as well. Last time I tried to have chips on the side with something, I cooked so many chips that it sort of ruined the main part of the meal. So what I'm actually going to do, I had my dessert before I had my dinner. So I'm just going to have this tonight. I need to actually try and have an early night because I am working tomorrow. I wasn't going to, but I'm rearranging my life at the moment. And if I sound dramatic, I'm not being dramatic. I really am rearranging my life at the moment. So here we go. So this is a ginger and olive oil marinade. So ideally 10 minutes is going to get you a marinade. Overnight is going to get you some extreme goodness. So pop that timer on for 10 minutes. That will get us for the first one, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to deal with, just set that aside. I'm running out of bench space at the moment. The next thing we have to deal with is what we call our baguette. Okay, so the big baguette, I'm not a big fan of these unless you're using them for garlic bread. So cut it in half. Cut it in half again. And any way you can, try and toast it. I'm just going to cut it right through. Gah. I might stick it in the oven. It's not too bad in the middle. So that is going to be my first baguette. That will be my second one. 3 and 4. So once again, don't deal with the bread until you're ready to eat it. So I can stick that in the toaster thingy anyway. I just need it to be soft, not break my teeth. Okay, so that is the bread issue. I don't know where you keep your bread like that, but I keep that one in the pantry. It's not a week old, but bread's a funny thing. It's either really good, probably buy it at the bakery the day you want it. It's my advice. Okay, so that's dealt with. Cucumber. Because we're going to be using this for 4 days, probably just get it all ready and then pop it in a container. This is where, when you're cooking, you want to have a really good variety of containers. The more you've got, the better it is for you. So this one actually recommends that you cut it into strips. Which might be okay for a bit of it, but I don't know. Depends on if you like your cucumber skin or not. I eat all the cucumber except those knobbly little ends. Actually, that reminds me, I normally try and I buy carrots. I like carrots as a snack every now and again, but when I forget about them, I feel really bad because they just go like shit. So I try and have a carrot every other day. So I'm going to make a salad to go on the side. Carrots and cheese, they're my go-to things. That doesn't like to cut anymore, so I'm just going to cut the rest of it into ribbons. So with this, same deal, everything's going into 4 because we're using it for 4 days. So I'd get a really good container for that. In my case, it's going to be one of these Chinese containers. These are great for everything. And as you know, I use these for the freezer anyway. Can write on what it is, what you've done with it, especially when you're freezing it. Perfect for it. With the lettuce, do the same thing. I have got a lettuce keeper, but I've got my fancy lettuce in it. This one here, I'm going to put into, I've got another lettuce keeper. Here we go. It's the thing that looks like a astronaut's helmet head thing. We used to use this one a lot, but I seem to find that the lettuce seemed to go crap. Everything seems to go crap when you don't eat it first day. That's just my understanding anyway. So this is why, in order to not waste food, buy minimal. You generally pay more, but if you're not wasting food, you seem better off. Take, for example, you can buy, you go in supermarkets now, and this really annoys me. I was looking, bags of chips. I shouldn't be eating bags of chips, but I'm just going to use this as an example, okay? You can buy 2 for X amount. I don't want 2 bags of chips. I only want 1 bag. So you know what? Guess how many bags I brought? None. Well, actually, I lie. I brought another packet, but yeah, if that's what they want to give you, they want you to buy 2 bags. Not going to buy any. Better for me in the long run, I suppose. Lettuce has had a bit of a hard life. I don't want to complain too much about this lettuce because this actually came from my veggie shop. But to be fair, I got it on Saturday. So this is what I'm telling you. Doesn't matter how fresh you think you got it. It's not fresh unless you've literally just brought it home. So technically I should have gone and brought this lettuce today, knowing that I wanted it today. But in all honesty, with the way I'm cooking at the moment, it's not really a good idea. Alright, I'm going to chuck it in here with a bit of water. And then I'm just going to get a colander. You probably heard the buzzer go off in the background. That is just to say that the marinade has finished marinating. And it's time to cook the steak. Doesn't matter being over 10 minutes. It's not burning it. It's doing it better. So that's fine. So I'm just going to quickly wash the lettuce because I want everything ready to go. And then the only other thing you got to worry about is Dijonnaise. I wouldn't measure that out because you're using that on 4. And I wouldn't measure that out because that's a personal choice. So let's get ready to go. We're going to cook our steak. Alright, so the lettuce is all nice and crispy now because I've done that. So spray your frying pan with cooking spray. Grab a dollop of olive oil. Now this is normally the time where if you hadn't marinated the steak and you just wanted something to do with it, I'd say check and see if you've got any of that marinade left, which I think I have from something I did last week with the lamb. Anyway, doesn't matter because we've already marinated it. So we do need some cling wrap to put on the rest of it. Choose which piece of steak you want for tonight. This is, I guess, the beauty of having the first piece first. You can decide which one you want first. And then cover the rest and pop that in the fridge. So tomorrow night I'm going to just sear 2 pieces, which means just start them cooking and cook the second piece. So I'm going to go with this nice looking one. Look at that one. Oh, steak is so good. Alright. So cook that to your liking and get a toaster ready so that you can toast that baguette. Okay, so I'm a bit concerned about these baguettes, so I didn't toast them for too long. So my suggestion maybe is just use hot dog rolls if you care about keeping your teeth. Pop some lettuce on the bottom. That steak's really nearly ready to roll, by the way. I'm going to actually put some on the top so that it might wet the lid a little bit. Might. Lift the steak off because you don't want to burn it. And I can't leave it too close to the flowers in the kitchen. Alright. You can cut that into strips if you want, but I'm quite happy to just leave it as one big massive chunk. Alright, pop your cucumber on. However many pieces you want. As I say, I'm just having this as it is tonight. Tomorrow night I'll probably have the chips with it. I don't really know at this stage. I can't think too far ahead anymore. Alright, and then you put your char-grilled capsicum on. Alright, bring that steak over. Ooh. Wow. Alright, pop your lid on. There is no way that that is going to actually be able to go in my mouth. So I'm probably going to eat it as an open sandwich. But there you have it. Thank you for watching Cooking with Violet Vixen. Barbecue beef baguettes with Lipton mango iced tea. Alright. Enjoy. I'll see you next time. Bye.